Sunday, January 7, Fostering the Use of the Psalms in Prayer. Read Psalm 105, verse 5, Colossians 3:16, and James 5:13. What is the place of the Psalms in the believer's worship experience? First of all, Psalm 105, verse 5, remember his marvellous works which he has done, his wonders, and the judgments of his mouth. Colossians 3:16, let the word of Christ dwell in you richly in all wisdom, teaching and admonishing one another in psalms and hymns and spiritual songs, singing with grace in your hearts to the Lord. And James chapter 5, verse 13, is anyone among you suffering? Let him pray. Is anyone cheerful? Let him sing psalms. A simple way of introducing the Psalms into daily life is to devote time each day to the reading of a psalm, beginning with Psalm 1 and following the order given in the Psalter. Another way to read the Psalms that correspond to your present situation, whatever it happens to be, there are Psalms of lament and Psalms of communal lament, the Thanksgiving Psalms, hymns, penitential Psalms, the Wisdom Psalms, seeking God's wisdom and grace, historical Psalms, Psalms containing anger and rage, and pilgrimage Psalms. Over the course of this quarter, we'll be looking at many of them and studying these Psalms in the context in which they appear. How then are we to read the Psalms? First, read the psalm, engaging in simple reflection, and then pray. Ruminating over the psalm involves reflection on the various aspects of the psalm, the way the psalmist addresses God, and the reasons for the prayer. Consider how your situation corresponds to the psalmist's experience and how the psalm might be able to help you articulate your experience. You will be amazed at how often you will find yourself being able to resonate and relate to what you read there. If something in the psalm challenges you, ponder, for example, whether the psalm corrects your present false hopes about something you are facing. Contemplate the psalm's message in the light of Christ's person and salvific work, and the long-term hope Christ's work offers us. As we know, or should know, it always helps to look at everything in the Bible in light of Christ and the cross. Also, look for new motives for prayer that the psalm supplies and think about their importance for you, your church, and the world. Ask God to put his word on your heart and mind. If the psalm corresponds to the situation of someone you know, intercede in prayer for that person. The point is, the Psalms cover so many aspects of life, and we can be enriched by reading and absorbing into our hearts what they are saying to us. And so to finish today, what does it mean in Colossians 3:16 to let the word of Christ dwell in you richly? Why is reading the Bible the first and most crucial step for that experience? This lesson was read by Dr. Percy Harrold for Christian Services for the Blind. Sponsored by the Sabbath School Department and distributed through Hope Channel Australia, this podcast is also redistributed by Hope Channel Germany, Christian Record Services for the Blind. It is also available on SoundCloud and through multiple podcast distributors, including Apple iTunes. And you can listen and watch at the same time on YouTube. Remember, God is always faithful.